A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Boshemer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College in the mountains of western North Carolina. Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Tornadoes men's basketball. The Tornadoes welcome in the Covenant Scots this evening. Covenant arrives with a 7-8 overall record, 3-5 in the USA South, and as this regular season starting to wind down here, this is the home finale for the Brevard College Tornadoes, and Tornadoes still looking for that first win. They've only played 4 games this season due to just a myriad of postponements and cancellations due to COVID-19 protocols, but Tornadoes hoping to get that first win of the season here at the Bosch in the home finale. Tornadoes have been led by junior Laji Samora, 14 points last time out. That was against Huntington on Friday night. Freshman guard Carson Evans had a real breakout game in that one, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Game 2 of that series versus Huntington canceled kind of last moment due to COVID-19 management protocols, but great to see the Tornadoes back in action here on a Tuesday evening at the Bosch. Meanwhile, Covenant comes into play with a 7-8 record. However, 5 straight losses after starting the season 7-3. Last win for Covenant came back on January the 29th, 75-55. So Covenant, certainly desperate for a win as well. Will Crumley, the leading scorer for the Scots, with 17.7 points per game average, along with 7 rebounds. Following tonight's action, the Tornadoes will wrap up this highly unusual 2021 season with a trip to Berea, Kentucky against Berea College. So those games on the road this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and Covenant will wrap up its season, its regular season at least, at Huntington this weekend. So we're about 12 minutes away from tip-off of this one at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Should be a good one between these two USA South Conference rivals. Covenant versus Brevard coming up shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Boschmer Gymnasium for this edition of Brevard College men's basketball. Tornadoes welcoming in Covenant College for this USA South Conference clash. As the two teams have finished their pregame warm-ups and are ready for pregame ceremonies, and we'll get this thing started in just a matter of moments. Tornadoes versus the Scots. Brevard hosting Covenant College in the home finale for the Tornadoes. So just moments away here. We'll turn it over to public address announcer Ray Gill. Brady Palmer, Promise Igbanu, Chris Barnett, Will Crumley, and Zach Allen, the 5 starters for Covenant. Tornadoes starters coming up next here. David Seeley, the sophomore from Deltona, Florida. Laji Samora, the junior guard from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Number 4, Quincy Carter getting the start again, the sophomore guard from Decatur, Georgia. Alex Wessig, the junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. And from Kingsport, Tennessee, the junior forward Hayden Castle. Tornadoes under the direction of Lee Burgess in his 9th season, assisted by Miles Leathers in his 2nd season. Covenant under the direction of Neil Young, year number 4 for Coach Young. He's assisted by Josh Brown. The graduate assistant coach for Covenant is Jacob Hooker. Well, Covenant enters this matchup with a 7-8 overall record, 3-5 in the USA South, and looking to snap a 5-game losing streak, the Covenant Scots. Meanwhile, the Tornadoes looking for their first win in this highly abbreviated season for Brevard College. Only their 5th game overall, their 4th USA South Conference matchup. A myriad of cancellations and postponements for the Tornadoes, but it's all led to this, the home finale in this 2021 season, as tip-off now between Crumley and Samora is handled by the Covenant Scots. Covenant's in the road blue with the white numerals. The Tornadoes in the home whites with the blue numerals. And opening bucket there. Igbanu able to finish that one for Covenant. Here's Wessig. He hands it off to Carter. Castle in the low block. David Seeley from downtown. It's no good. Rebounded by Zach Allen. Here's Crumley down low, and the finish by Crumley. Early 4-0 lead for Covenant. 1 minute has elapsed here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Castle, bounce pass to Wessig. Samora swings it around to Quincy Carter. Here's Hayden Castle. Extra pass there, just beating the shot clock was Quincy Carter. However, unable to connect on that three-point opportunity. 4-0 Covenant still on top. Three-pointer there is no good. And Seeley regroups the offense for the Tornadoes. Here's Samora. Trying to find Castle, and bounces out of bounds. There'll be a turnover. Brevard College, Covenant basketball. 18:03 to play here, half number one. Just getting started here at the Boshemer Gymnasium in this USA South Conference matchup. Home finale for the Tornadoes. Here's Barnett. Nice defense there by Hayden Castle to come up with a steal. Wessig did a nice job on the double team as well. Here's Seeley. Samora. Low block to Castle. Nice pass there to split the defenders, and the finish by David Seeley. Great look there by Castle to find a streaking David Seeley, and now the and one opportunity for Seeley. Foul was on Zach Allen of the Scots. Free throw by Seeley's good, and the three-point play the old-fashioned way is converted by David Seeley. Credit the assist to Hayden Castle. 4-3 the score, Covenant on top. Castle defending Barnett. Barnett tries to take Castle off the dribble. Passes to Allen, corner three, it's good. So lead's extended now to 7-3. Here's Seeley. Directing the half-court set for the Tornadoes. Wessig. Castle back to Wessig. Carter. Carter taking his man off the dribble. Extra pass there to Samora for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Igbanu. 16:45 to play here, half number one. Nice extra pass there, creating the opportunity for Barnett, and Barnett has just given the Covenant Scots their largest lead in this early going. 7-point margin. Here's Wessig. Wessig backing down the much taller Crumley, then sending it back to the perimeter to reset the offense. Here's Carter. He splits two defenders with a dribble. Seelig faked a pass to Samora, then launched the three. It's no good. Media timeout on the next stoppage. Here's Crumley. And that'll be a backcourt violation, and that'll take us to our first timeout with your score 10-3, Covenant on top. Back to action here at the Boschmer Gymnasium. 15:49 to play here, half number 1. And Tornadoes basketball. David Seeley running the point for the Tornadoes. Carter. Here's Castle. Nice look there. Wessig finding Seeley, and Seeley with the finish. 10-5 now the score. David Seeley's been effective. All 5 points for the Tornadoes thus far have come from David Seeley, the sophomore from Deltona, Florida. Nice job defensively there. Wessig, credit the steal to Alex Wessig, and here comes the Tornadoes on the attack, and Laji Zamora was looking for Wessig, kind of a give and go type action there, but ball flies out of bounds. It'll be a Tornado turnover. Gage Maffetone checking in. Maffetone, check that freshman from Calhoun, Georgia. Rebound by Seeley after the Barnett miss. Tornadoes trying to narrow this margin even further. Wessig. Seeley. Hands it off back to Wessig. 7 on the shot clock. Carter finds Seeley in the low block. Extra pass to Zamora. Zamora, the corner 3. It's no good. Crashing the boards was Carter. Carter, a quick pass to Seeley, and then a tie-up. It's going to be Tornado basketball on the possession arrow. 14:22 to play. First Tornado substitution of the contest. Number 25, Michael Peters, the freshman forward from Belmont, North Carolina, 6'6". So some additional size for the Tornadoes down low. He replaces Alex Wessig. So Seeley, Zamora, Carter, Peters, and Castle, the 5 on the floor for the Tornadoes. Maffetone, Crumley, Allen, Barnett, and Palmer on the court for the Scots. Here's Castle. Michael Peters hands it off to Castle. 5 on the shot clock. Nice look there on the low block to Peters. Peters unable to convert it, however. And here comes the Scots on the attack. Some tempo from the Scots. Now they pull it back in the half-court set. Man-to-man defense from Tornadoes. Some high pressure here in this half-court defense, but maybe just a bit too much pressure because foul on the play. It's going to be on Michael Peters. Substitutes for Covenant checking in. Igbanu checks back in. He was part of that original starting lineup. Also Jonathan Gurnett. Strong tape there by Igbanu. Second chance opportunity for the Scots, and they deliver upon it. 3-point shot converted there by Zach Allen. Carter. Peters down low. He's double teamed. Tried to find Castle in the paint. Covenant back on the attack. And it's going to be a foul on the floor, it looks like. So Covenant ball underneath. Foul was on Carter. Luke Blaynot checks in. He replaces Peters, so some more size. 6'8" Blaynot. 3-pointer there is good. Barnett with another 3. Zamora up ahead to Castle. So just like that, Covenant has opened up their largest lead, 16-5, an 11-point advantage. Carter tried to find Castle. Loose ball back into the hands of Castle, and Castle, strong take to the hoop. Count it, and one for Hayden Castle. And Castle, hard work there, doing all the little things on that possession. Another substitute for the Tornadoes. Sly White, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, checks in. So let's reset the five on the court for the Tornadoes. White, Blaynot, Castle, Seeley, and Samora. Free throw up and no good from Hayden Castle. Lead cut back to single digits, 16-7 your score. Tough defense there. Castle able to come up with the steal. Great work deflecting that ball off the Scott attacker. Seeley. Samora. Here's Castle. Double teamed. Finds Seeley underneath. Extra pass. Sly White from the corner. It's no good. Castle was trying to crash that offensive board. Igbanu came up with it. Three-pointer here, no good. Zach Allen letting it fly. Substitute now for Covenant. Crumley checks back in. He replaces Allen. Also for the Tornadoes, first look this evening of Carson Evans. Evans ran the point in a game that Seeley was out last Friday against Huntington, and kind of a bust-out game for Evans. Great to see him back on the court here. That ball slapped out of bounds, and that brings us to another media timeout with your score 16-7, Covenant on top. And first possession out of the media timeout is going to result in a shot clock violation. And a turnover for the Tornadoes. Turnover number 4 for Brevard. Actually, the two teams knotted up in that category, 4-4. Here's Crumley. Castle once again working very hard on that defensive end, and he's going to be calling for a foul. Maffetone drawing the foul on Castle. And that's Castle's second, so he'll head to the bench. Quincy Carter checks back in for the Tornadoes. 11:22 to play here, half number 1. Three-pointer, count it, for Brady Palmer. And Covenant, their 5th three-pointer made. A timeout on the court with 11:09 to play, 19-7 your score. (19-7) your score with 11:09 to play here. Half number 1. Covenant disruptive there, some full court pressure. And now that's their 6th three-pointer made. 22-7 now the score. And then an answer there by the Tornadoes. Fight for the rebound ends up in the hands of Quincy Carter. Now here comes the Tornadoes on the attack. Carson Evans. Here's Carter. Stolen away there by Igbanu. A great look, fast break points. Count them for the Covenant Scots. Maffetone with the finish. 15-point lead now for the Scots, their largest of the evening. Evans, Carter. Strong take there by Samora. He'll get a trip to the free throw line. Barnett ready to check back in for the Scots. And Laji Samora, the transfer from Northwestern Ohio, came back here to his home state, Fayetteville, North Carolina native, Fuquay-Varina High School. Second free throw, no good. And looks like a foul on the rebound off that missed free throw. It's going to be on Blaynot. Samora heads to the bench. Let's reset the five for the Tornadoes. Evans, Seeley, Carter, Blaynot, and Sly White. So Tornadoes, with the exception of Blaynot, of course, in the 5 spot, going with a bit of a smaller lineup, but with both Seeley and Evans on the floor. Three-pointer there, no good by Crumley. The 3-ball has been much of the difference in this one so far. Carter tried to find Blaynot down low. Seeley reset in the offense for the Tornadoes. Carter. And it's going to be an offensive foul, so a turnover on the Tornadoes. Looks like a moving screen on Blaynot, his second. Barnett bringing it up the court for Covenant. Battle down low there between Blaynot and Will Crumley. And Blaynot, nice job defensively against the 6'9" Crumley. Able to draw the offensive foul on Crumley and create the turnover opportunity. Here comes the Tornadoes now. 8:45 to play here, half number one. Carter. Blaynot. Seeley. Passes completely to the other side of the court. Now they switch it back the other way. Here's Seeley, 2 on the shot clock, and that ball's going to fly out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Tornadoes. Wessig checks in. Blaynot takes a breather. 8:30 to play here, half number one. 24-9 your score. Stolen away there by White, and here comes White on the attack. White up ahead to Evans. Little too much on that one, and it'll be Covenant basketball. And one opportunity for Crumley after that strong take to the hoop. Free throws no good. So 26-9 your score, under the 8-minute mark in this one. Seeley. Three-pointer by Evans. Off the back iron. Nice offensive rebound by Wessig. Then finds the open man. Seeley. Seeley for three. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Wessig was trying to get position there, but see who the foul is on. Yeah, it's a nice job by Wessig to really hold his ground down low there. And when we come back, it'll be Tornadoes basketball. 26-9 your score, 7:38 to play. Back to action here at the Boshemer Gymnasium after Alex Wessig really earned an extra possession for the Tornadoes with that underneath position. And then, speaking of some tough-nosed play, there's David Seeley on the attack, and count the basket. And one opportunity for David Seeley, the sophomore from Deltona, Florida. Big-time finish there for Seeley. Amongst those trees, Seeley, a tough finish. He now has 7 points to lead the Tornadoes. 3 players lead the Covenant Scots, each with 6 points: Palmer, Barnett, and Allen. As Seeley's able to convert the three-point play. So make it 8 points for David Seeley to lead all scorers. 26-12 your score. And count the basket there, so three-point opportunity here on the other end. That time Promise Igbanu. And Igbanu will head to the line. Trying to answer with a three-point play of their own. He misses the free throw. But nice hustle there on the offensive glass by Perlman of the Scots to create the second chance opportunity. Scots ball underneath. Wessig's going to be called for a shooting foul, so it'll be free throws for the Scots. Free throw no good. Hayden Castle checking back in. He replaces Sly White. So Evans, Seeley, Castle, Carter, and Wessig on the court for the Tornadoes. Second free throw good. 29-12 your score. Just over 7 minutes to play here, half number one. Seeley. Here's Castle. Wessig. Castle. 7 on the shot clock. Carter. Here's Evans. Evans beats his man. And then it's going to be a blocking foul underneath. It's going to be on Perlman. Strong take there by Evans. And contact underneath that rim. And bonus situation now. So Evans will head to the free throw line. First free throw good by Carson Evans. Exciting newcomer for the Tornadoes. Really had a bust-out game against Huntington this past Friday. So 29-14 now your score. Fight there for the rebound. Nice, strong rebound there by Quincy Carter. His 4th rebound to lead the Tornadoes in this first half. 6:15 to play here, half number one. Castle. Stolen away there by Zach Allen. Zach Allen with the take in the finish. The flush by Allen. So Allen now with 8 points, and that fired up the Covenant Scots bench. 5:55 to play. Seeley. Here's Castle. Castle back to Seeley. Three-pointer from Seeley off the mark. Rebounded by Chris Barnett. Allen back to Barnett. Here's Perlman. Maffetone, 10 on the shot clock. Maffetone, strong take to the hoop. Taking on both Peters and Carter. Foul will be on Peters. First foul for Peters. Both teams in the bonus. And free throw good. (33-14) your score. 5:05 to play here. half number 1 at the Boschmer Gymnasium. Peters. Here's Quincy Carter. Samora down low to Peters. Peters extra pass there to Carter. Carter, nice look to find Castle. Nice passing by the Tornadoes on this exchange, and what a finish there by Samora. All that passing rewarded with that open look for Samora from downtown, and he delivered. 4:30 to play here, half number 1. Allen. Turnaround jumper there is no good by Barnett. Nice job on the offensive glass by Maffetone down low, but then looks like he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Tornadoes basketball. 4:21 to play, 33-17 your score. Here's Seeley. Little bit of pressure there for Covenant. No problem for the Tornadoes to sort of break it down. Peters. Samora. Down low to Peters. And it's going to be an offensive foul. So nice job gaining defensive position there by Zach Allen to draw that charge. Be another foul on Michael Peters. So back-to-back fouls on Peters. He now has 2 personals. Barnett bringing it up the court for the Covenant Scots. Seeley steals it right out of the hands of Maffetone. Now Seeley taking on 2 defenders. Very ambitious on that fast break with Seeley. Here comes Covenant back the other way. Barnett with a strong take. He'll earn a trip to the free throw line. Media timeout coming here. So when we come back, we'll have free throws for the Scots. 33-17 your score, 3:35 to play. Home finale for the Brevard College Tornadoes. Young roster, no seniors on this year's team, so typically this would be a senior night type date. However, the Tornadoes, no seniors on this year's club, so future very bright with this young roster. Second free throw by Barnett. Good as well, so 35-17 now the score. 3:30 to play here, half number 1. Seeley. Wessig. Try to find Samora. David Seeley's led the Tornadoes with 8 points. Quincy Carter, the leading man on the boards with 4 rebounds. Covenant's been led by Zach Allen with 8 points. Palmer and Barnett each have 6. Maffetone has 5. Covenant's hit 6 3-pointers. Tornadoes just 1 of 10 from downtown. 3:05 to play here, period number 1. Bonus situation, so another trip to the free throw line here. Hayden Castle gets a breather for the Tornadoes. Rebounded there by Wessig. So Samora, Seeley, Evans, Wessig, and Carter on the court for the Tornadoes. So going a little smaller here, Brevard. Carter finding Seeley. Back to Seeley in the corner. Here's Wessig. Wessig's double team finds an open Carter. Covenant really working hard on the help defense to kind of keep that half-court offense at bay for the Tornadoes. 36-17 your score, 2:25 to play here, half number one. Three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Carter. Carter now leads all players with 5 rebounds. Here's Seeley. Evans. Samora swings it back to Carter. Wessig, handoff to Carter. Under 10 on the shot clock. Samora. 3 on the shot clock. Wessig beats the shot clock. The runner is no good. And here comes Covenant the other way. Barnett with the rebound, and he leads the attack for Covenant. And with position and then the finish, Will Crumley. So you feel like Crumley's starting to come alive a little bit late here in this first half. Maybe taking advantage of that smaller lineup of the Tornadoes. Here's Samora, swings it around to Seeley. 75 seconds left to play here, half number one. 6 on the shot clock. Evans lets it fly from the corner. It's no good. Rebounded once again by Barnett. Under a minute to play. Barnett double teamed. Finds the open man in the form of Maffetone. Long 2 by Maffetone. Long rebound then by Barnett. And Barnett underneath is going to be fouled, and he's going to earn a trip to the free throw line. The foul is on Samora. Just Samora's first. A lot of fouls this half. Grand total of 17 between the two teams in the team foul category. That free throw good by Barnett. Checking in for Covenant, Logan Perlman, sophomore from Fort Myers, Florida. Also Walker Mathis, also from the state of Florida, freshman from Panama City Beach. Stolen away there, right on cue. There's Perlman. And three-pointer there, buried by Maffetone. And Covenant extends the lead even further, 43-17 your score. So foul on the court with 22.3 seconds on the game clock before intermission here. Seeley trip to the free throw line. Free throw good. Second free throw from Seeley up and good as well. (43-19) your score. And timeout on the court. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll stick with you here. Well, the Tornadoes women's basketball team on the road in Decatur, Georgia. That game is underway. First quarter, close one so far in Decatur. Brevard 12, Agnes Scott 11. Destiny Williams, the senior, with 5 points, 2 for 2 from the field. But early in that one, still in the first quarter in Decatur, Georgia. Shakira Thompson also with a three-pointer. She's a senior. So there will be 6 seniors who will be honored on Friday night here as part of senior night for the women's basketball team. So hope you can join us. We'll be coming on the air a little earlier than usual, probably right at 6:40 p.m. Ceremony set to begin somewhere around 6:45 p.m. Tip-off in that one at 7. And hope you can join us for that special Senior Day ceremony before Friday night's women's basketball game. Meanwhile, back to action here. Shot clock is off. Covenant able to hold this for a final shot. And a finish there by Crumley. And that'll lead us to the end of the first half, a 45-19 advantage for Covenant. Barnett led the Scots with 10 points, hit 2 3-pointers, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, also had 4 rebounds. Crumley with 9 points, Maffetone with 8, Allen with 8, Palmer with 6. The Tornadoes led by David Seeley with 10 points. And also in the scoring column, Samora, Evans, Castle, and Blaynot. Leading rebounder for the Tornadoes, Quincy Carter with 5 points. Add 2 assists to the column for Hayden Castle as well. So that'll bring us to the end of the first half, and hang with us. We'll be bringing you second half action in just a little bit, but before we do so, do want to remind you women's basketball will be here on Friday night. Senior night ceremony, be sure to join us at 6:40 p.m. for the start of that one. Tornadoes women's basketball team in Decatur at the moment. A 12-11 lead over Agnes Scott in the first quarter. And here a 45-19 advantage for Covenant over the Brevard College men's basketball team. And so with that, stick around. First, a message from Brevard College. We'll see you on the other end for second half action.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now than I was as a freshman. I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations. It has really blown me away with projects that are fun and exciting and all the outdoor activities that we've done.
My financial aid process was very smooth. My freshman year, I came in worry-free, which was amazing because it allowed me to focus on my academics and focus on finding my place here at Brevard.
In Brevard, there's all kinds of things to do, whether it be go up into downtown and look at all the shops, or go up to any of the national forests and hike, camp, anything like that. And that's what I'm into, the hiking, camping, backpacking, the biking.
There's a lot to do outside. It's probably one of the prettiest places on the earth. And to come to somewhere where it's such a tight-knit community, where everybody has your back, I mean, you're not gonna find that anywhere else at bigger schools.
I like to go hang out in the coffee shop, sit outside at the picnic tables, maybe do a little bit of homework there, and just socialize because there's always somebody that I know there.
Brevard does make it easy to come here. The admission process is very simple.
Scholarship day, I came and they had everything figured out for me, and I sat down with the advisor and it was super simple.
I love the faculty. I love the staff. I love the experiential education. So many things speak to me. It screams my home away from home. It's just a great feeling to be on campus, which is why I've decided this is where I'm gonna be, this is where I wanna graduate, this is where I want my degree to come from.
We want to play soccer.
We want to climb.
We want to play baseball.
We want to race.
We want to play basketball.
We want to play football.
We want to play soccer.
We want to race.
We want to cheer.
We want to play lacrosse.
We want to play basketball.
We want to play tennis.
We want to play lacrosse.
We want to play volleyball.
We want to play softball.
Hi, I'm Tyler Clark, a junior on the Brevard College cycling team. Help us race this season by practicing the 3 W's. Wear a mask, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands. Thank you, and go Tornado.
I wear my mask to protect my daughter who has chronic kidney disease.
I wear my mask because I respect other people and want to keep friends and students and family healthy.
I wear my mask to protect others.
I wear my mask to protect my baby.
I wear my mask because I want to protect my loved ones, especially my grandparents. They're a little bit older, so I want to protect them for sure.
I wear a mask because I want to keep other people safe and healthy.
I wear my mask to protect my 3-year-old niece and because I care about other people.
I wear a mask because I really care about my students.
I wear my mask because I want to protect my friends and family.
Thank you for protecting our friends, family, and loved ones. We're all in this together.
Welcome back here to the Boshamer Gymnasium. Covenant with a 45-19 first half advantage. Tornadoes led by David Seeley with 10 points. 3 of 8 from the field, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Also in the scoring column, Hayden Castle with 2 points, Luke Blaynot with 2, and Carson Evans with 2. Laji Samora with 3 points. Leading rebounder for the Tornadoes, Quincy Carter with 5 rebounds. Tornadoes able to come up with 4 steals, but a hard time finding the bottom of that net. 30% from the field, just made 1 3-pointer. Covenant, meanwhile, led by Chris Barnett. He hit 2 of 3 3-pointers, also 4 for 4 from the line, 10 points. Zach Allen with 8 points. Gage Maffetone with 8 points off the bench. Will Crumley had 9, most of those coming late in that first half. And Covenant shooting 58% from the field. The 3-ball, a big difference in this one. Covenant hitting 7 of 11 3-pointers. And that brings us back to our women's basketball game that's going on over here in Decatur, Georgia. 27-16 the lead. 3:59 to play here. Second quarter in Decatur, Georgia. Destiny Williams with 9 points. Deja Riddick with 7. Shakira Thompson with 5 in that one. So final half here at the Boshamer Gymnasium for the Brevard College Tornadoes men's basketball team. And Covenant moving left to right on your device in the blue jerseys. And Tornadoes see if they can cut into this big deficit here. Half number 2 just underway here at the Bosch. Here's Castle. Wessig hands it off to Carter. Wessig, nice ball movement there to find the open Wessig. Wessig unable to convert. Covenant comes down to the rebound. It's Barnett. Barnett has 5 rebounds. 3-pointer there by Allen, no good. Rebounded by Seeley. Seeley pushing it ahead to Samora. Neither team has scored yet here. Early goings of the second half. Wessig down low. Wessig, reverse layup and finish. Alex Wessig getting on the board for the first time in the scoring column. Wessig, the junior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, transfer from Catawba College. Allen. Garnett. Barnett. And Barnett able to finish there. Some fancy dribbling by the leading scorer in this contest, Chris Barnett, now with 12 points. Seeley swings it around to Samora. Here's Carter. Nice bounce pass to Seeley. Seeley down low amongst the trees. Zach Allen with the block shot. Two minutes have elapsed here in the second half. Each team with a field goal in this second stanza. Barnett just beating the shot clock there, and in fact it did not hit rim, that attempt by Igbanu. So shot clock violation, turnover on the Covenant Scots. Seeley. Stolen away there by Igbanu. Quick hands there by Castle. Now Castle getting back into defensive position. Covenant able to maintain possession somehow, and then a finish there. Brady Palmer, he has 8 points now. .12 on the shot clock for the Tornadoes. Here's Wessig, swings it around to Carter, extra pass to Seeley, stolen away there into the hands of Barnett. And then a foul on Carter reaching in on Barnett. Maybe a bit of frustration, maybe just trying to slow down that transition attack by the Covenant Scots. Well, Covenant entered this contest with a 7-8 overall record, 3-5 in the USA South Conference. So this is their 16th game of the season. Tornadoes just their 5th game. Here's Barnett. Three-pointer there is good by Brady Palmer. So suddenly Palmer coming alive here in the recent moments. Samora. Seeley. Quick little crossover there. Here's Wessig. Back to Seeley. Little two-man game, Wessig and Seeley. Here's Carter. Wessig in the low block. Quick turn there. Sort of like a James Worthy type move along that baseline. And then the finish by Alex Wessig. Wessig showing his presence here in the second half. Sitting on a media timeout, so next dead ball will have a break here in the action. Tornadoes look sharper here at the start of the second half after falling behind in that first half. Barnett guarded by Samora. 3 on the shot clock. Barnett's going to have no choice but to throw this up, and he's able to get the bailout foul and one. Wow. Barnett just beating that shot clock, able to lean into Samora, draw the foul, bury the jumper, and back the other way, he'll have a opportunity for a three-point play. Your score with 15:23 to play here, half number 2, 54-23. Back to action here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Three-pointer converted there by Barnett. He leads all scorers with 15 points. He's 5 of 5 from the line. Has hit 2 3-pointers, 4 of 7 from the field. Chris Barnett. Junior from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Samora. Strong take there, but unable to finish that transaction. Here comes Covenant. Platt finds Maffetone. Stolen away by the Tornadoes. Here's Carter on the attack. Baseball pass to Castle. He tries to keep it in bounds. Ends up in the hands of Granat. Maffetone. Here's Palmer. Platt down low to Crumley. Crumley misses the bunny layup, but second chance opportunity, Maffetone. Maffetone then with a mid-range jumper, it's good. Gage Maffetone now in double figures with 10 points. 3 of 4 from the field. Wessick. Guarded by Platt. Nice little slip pass there to find Samora. Samora unable to finish with the short jumper. And it's going to be a foul on Brady Palmer on the floor, so not a shooting foul. Substitutes for the Tornadoes. Carson Evans checking in, along with Michael Peters. So Evans, Seeley, Peters, Carter, and Castle for the Tornadoes. So back-to-back fouls in just a matter of seconds there. That one on Jackson Fitzgerald, who's checked in. He's the junior from Lakeland, Florida. Samora. Castle. Carter. And a tie-up. Castle and Fitzgerald, it looked like, got tied up there. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Peters underneath. It looks like he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Covenant basketball. Turnover number 16 for the Tornadoes, then turnover number 12 for Covenant as Samora comes up with it, and Samora with a strong take to the hoop, fast break finish. Samora able to produce that himself, you know, the steal, the fast break, and the finish. 13:07 left to play here. There's a whistle, and it's going to be Covenant ball underneath. Big difference in this one, the 3-ball. Covenant with 8 3-pointers, Tornadoes just 1. Crumley down low with the finish. And timeout on the court with 13:03 to play. 59-25 your score, Covenant on top. Back to action here at the Boschmer Gymnasium. Just under 13 minutes to play. Covenant in control of this one. Peters with the 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by Crumley. Crumley. Maffetone back to Crumley. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Maffetone. Fitzgerald finds Apple. Stolen away by the Tornadoes. Ends up in the hands of Carter. Carson Evans. Three-pointer there is good. Count it for Laji Samora, junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, bearing that three-pointer. And that's the one area that has been the biggest difference in this one. Just the second three-pointer made by the Tornadoes. Three-pointer there is good. Davon Platt. Three-pointer number 9 for Covenant. 9 of 14, 64% for Covenant. Platt, the reserve from Noonan, Georgia, Trinity Christian High School, bearing that three. Three-pointer here from Samora. Back-to-back threes on that side of the court by Laji Samora. So great to see him getting it going. So Samora now with all three of the three-pointers for the Tornadoes as second chance opportunity there. The tip in by Crumley. Crumley now with 13 points. Samora leads the Tornadoes with 11. Pull-up jumper there is good. So suddenly both these teams' offensive have come alive as Castle able to bury that jumper. Castle now with 4 points. Finish on the other end. Maffetone, he has 12. 4 players in double figures for the Scots. Barnett, Crumley, Maffetone, and Palmer. Here's Peters. Peters backing down his defender, then a hook shot by Peters. So once again, both these offensives suddenly just coming alive. The shooting prowess for both sides. Crumley. Here's Maffetone. And a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Quincy Carter. And we've got a media timeout on the floor. Your score, Covenant 66, Brevard 35. Back to action here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Final 9 minutes and 53 seconds here on this home court for the Tornadoes. In the most unusual of seasons. Unfortunately, didn't get to play too many times on this home court this year due to COVID-19 protocols, postponements, cancellations throughout the season, but valuable minutes for so many of these Tornadoes. But just the 5th game of the year for Brevard College. Here's Evans. Sly White getting some playing time this evening. White, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Here's Castle on the attack. It's going to be a foul on Covenant. That foul on Fitzgerald. .9:20 to play here, half number 2. Carson Evans running the point for the Tornadoes. And then a foul underneath. It's going to be once again on Covenant, so another loose ball foul. Team foul number 5. .9:10 to play here. Evans. Castle, down low to Peters. Peters, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Igbanu. Stolen there by the Tornadoes. Here comes Sly White on the attack. Nice little look there by Evans to find White. And then White with the finish on the fast break. Count it. Sly White. That foul on Michael Peters. Team foul number 4 on the Tornadoes. Covenant with 5 team fouls. Personal foul number 4 on Peters. Seeley and Carter will check in for the Tornadoes. Castle and Samora will take a breather. So Peters, White, Evans, Carter, and Seeley for the Tornadoes. Free throw from Igbanu's good. Checking in for Covenant, Maffetone. Actually, check that Maffetone to the bench. Checking in is Roundtree, Tavion Roundtree into the contest. So it's Roundtree, Platt, Apple, Perlman, and Mathis on the court for the Tornadoes. Great look there. Carter finding Peters. Peters with the finish. 8:12 to play here, half number 2. Platt guarded by Evans. Tornadoes with a small lineup once again, but doing a nice job staying in front of these bigger players. Evans working hard against Platt, and then Platt able to finish in the paint. Now Evans breaking that full court press. Peters finding Carter, extra pass, Seeley, Evans, whip pass down low to Peters, and Peters with the finish. Michael Peters, freshman from Belmont, North Carolina, Gaston Christian High School. Here's Jeffcoat. Rebounded by Peters. Check that. I mentioned Jeffcoat. It was actually Mathis on the Covenant side of things. And there's a three-pointer. Peters has the hot hand at the moment, and there'll be a timeout on the court. 70-44 your score. Back here at the Boschberg Gymnasium, where Covenant leads the Tornadoes 70-44 in men's basketball. Do want to catch you up on the women's side of things. The Tornadoes taking a trip to Decatur, Georgia, where they're taking on Agnes Scott, and Tornadoes have opened up a big lead against Agnes Scott, now up 41-23. 8:15 left in the third quarter. This game was close after the first quarter. Brevard 13, Agnes Scott 12, but then Tornadoes with a big second quarter, outscoring Agnes Scott 23-9. Third quarter now underway. Destiny Williams with 11 points, Deja Riddick with 9 points, Shakira Thompson with 8 points. And the Tornadoes looking to win a third straight game in the Peach State after sweeping Wesleyan this past weekend. So great to see Tornadoes women's basketball opening up that lead. Meanwhile, it's been all Covenant here at the Boschberg Gymnasium this evening. Nice job there defensively by the Tornadoes, forcing the turnover. And we'll have another timeout on the court with 6:39 to play, 70-44 your score. (41-25) your score. At the women's side of things, as Brevard continues to lead Agnes Scott. Meanwhile, here at the Boschberg Gymnasium, 70-44 all Covenant. Peters has come to life as of late. Now with 9 points. Is playing with 4 fouls and has remained aggressive on the offensive end. Carter swings it around to Evans. Here's the hot hand, Peters. Seeley trying to clear things out, then stolen away there. Platt with the flush. Evans. Down low to Peters. Peters triple teamed. Evans comes up with the loose ball. Carter with the quarter three. It's no good. Peters trying to fight for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Mathis. Carter thought he had a clean steal, but a little bit of contact there, and he's going to be called for the foul. So it'll be Covenant ball side out. 5:29 to play. Turnaround jumper is good by Mathis. 30-point advantage now. Here's Seeley. Carter. Three-point, or check that mid-range jumper good there by Sly White, now with 4 points. Getting extended minutes in this contest. Here's Platt, guarded by Evans. Platt able to find a cutting Jackson Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald with the open layup and the finish. 4:20 to play here, half number 2. Well, the Tornadoes will hit the road this weekend. Has a three-pointer there from Evans. Good to see Evans bearing that three-pointer. Tornadoes will hit the road this weekend to Berea, Kentucky for final 2 games of the season. At Berea on Saturday at 4 p.m. and then a noon tip-off on Sunday. So a Saturday-Sunday series coming up this weekend, and Tornadoes will round out this most unusual of seasons. Meanwhile, game you're currently watching, 3:45 to play here in the second half, 76-49, Covenant on top. .335 to play here, half number 2. Home finale for the Tornadoes. Foul there on Luke Blaynot. So Blaynot back into the contest, the junior from Asheville School. Also into the contest, Benjamin Jeffcoat, the sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina. Walker Mathis at the line. .333 to play. Seeley, Evans, White, Blaynot, and Jeffcoat on the court for the Tornadoes. Three-pointer there by Evans is no good. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up ahead, finding Platt, and Platt with the finish. So some fast break action there for the Covenant Scots. Seeley. Here's Blaynot. Seeley from downtown, no good. Long rebound for Carson Evans. Three-pointer there by Sly White's off the mark. Jackson Fitzgerald now on the attack. Fitzgerald trying an alley-oop to Davion Platt, but unable to convert that one. 2:30 to play. Nice look there. Seeley found Blaynot, then great recovery by Mathis of the Scots to block that shot. 2:31 to play here, period number 2. 31-point advantage for the Covenant Scots. Let's catch you up with what's going on in Decatur, Georgia with the women's basketball team. 48-29 now your score in the third quarter. 3:41 left to play in the third. And Tornadoes look in control of that one. Destiny Williams, 11 points. Deja Riddick with 9 points to lead the Tornadoes. And hope you can join us. We'll be started a little bit earlier than usual, 6:40 on Friday night for senior night for the women's basketball team, where 5 senior student athletes plus a senior student manager will be honored with some pregame ceremonies. We'll be bringing them to you via YouTube, and should be a great affair when the Tornadoes play their penultimate game of the season, the women's basketball team, on Friday night, which will be senior night versus Huntington, Friday the 26th. So tune in at 6:40 p.m. here at the Boschmer Gymnasium on the YouTube channel. And then Saturday, the Tornadoes will be hosting Huntington again at 2 p.m. So both those presentations will be right here on YouTube. Jamal Frink has entered the contest for the Tornadoes, number 5. Here's Blaynot. Blaynot beats 2 defenders in the finish. Good-looking finish there by Luke Blaynot, junior from Asheville. Just up the road, Asheville School. Finished down low there by Eli Witt, who has entered the contest, the freshman from Brandon, Mississippi. Frink with the three-pointer. Good to see Jamal Frink bury that 3 from downtown. Well, it's a busy week altogether for Tornadoes athletics. We mentioned the women's basketball team on the road today and then at home this weekend versus Huntington. Cross country heads to the USA South Conference Championships on Friday. That's in Grady, Alabama. Best of luck to the Tornadoes cross country team. Men's lacrosse with its opener in Atlanta at Oglethorpe. Softball's in action this weekend on the road, as is baseball. That three-pointer, no good. Then a tie-up underneath. Sly White getting after it, tying things up with Mathis. Women's soccer is at Agnes Scott on Saturday. We mentioned men's basketball heading to Berea Saturday and Sunday. Men's soccer at Maryville on Saturday. So busy weekend once again for the Tornadoes, with most of the teams actually on the road this weekend, with the exception of women's basketball. 1:20 to play here. And it's going to be free throws for the Tornadoes. Both teams in the bonus. Sly White will head to the free throw line. The freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, Trinity Academy of Raleigh, the high school alma mater of Sly White. That free throw up and good. We'll be sure to follow the Tornadoes on social media at BC Tornadoes on both Instagram and Twitter. And Brevard College Tornado Athletics is the page to like and follow on Facebook. And you're most likely watching this presentation right now on the YouTube channel, as that three-pointer is off the mark. It'll remain Covenant basketball. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that little bell. You hit that little bell and you receive all the notifications when the broadcasts go live here, as that three-pointer is good, and the Covenant bench just erupts as St. Germain bearing the 3. Stolen away here, and a foul from behind to break up that fast break opportunity. Eli Kessinger has checked into the contest, and he's going to be called for the foul. Did disrupt what might have been even a dunk opportunity for Eli Witt. But good to see Eli Witt have an opportunity here at the free throw line, and Eli Kessinger. So Eli versus Eli on that last little exchange. The junior from Sumter, South Carolina, into the contest. Kessinger's a transfer from Pfeiffer University. Want to thank our sponsors, Arby's, Brevard Orthopedics, BSN Sports, Cooper Construction, eGolf, Florida, Brevard, Hampton Inn, Ingalls, Jets Pizza, Pepsi, Triangle Stop, and Young Transportation for all their support of Brevard College athletics. As Jeff Coate with a bucket there. Blocked by Blaynot, second chance opportunity, and the finish by Mathis. So shot clock off. Kessinger. Here's Blaynot. Three-pointer there is good by Jamal Frink. He's hit two of those. Jamal Frink, the freshman from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And shot clock is off, and Covenant will dribble this one out as we've reached the conclusion of the home season finale for the Tornadoes. Covenant with an 89-61 final advantage. So Covenant able to snap its 5-game losing streak, improve to 8-8 overall, and 4-5 in the USA South Conference. Hang with us here. We'll bring you all the final stats from this one. Also give you one final update from women's basketball. But your final score, 89-61 here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. As we wait on the final statistics for men's, let's bring you up to speed with what's going on in Decatur, Georgia. Women's basketball very late in the third quarter now has opened up its lead even larger, 50-32 over Agnes Scott. Currently 11 points for Destiny Williams and 9 for Deja Riddick leading the way. And here at the Boshemer Gymnasium, 89-61 your final score. Covenant led this game 45-19 at the end of the first half. Tornadoes much tighter in the second half, a 44-42 advantage for Covenant in the second half. Covenant led by Crumley with 13 points, Barnett with 15 points, Palmer with 11, also in double figures, Maffetone with 12 points. Leading rebounder for the Scots was Crumley with 6. The Scots 10 of 18 from beyond the arc. That's 56%. They shot 59% on the game. Laji Samora led the way for the Tornadoes with 11 points. David Seeley with 10. Michael Peters came off the bench with 9 points. Also in the scoring column for the Tornadoes, Sly White with 6. Jamal Frink with 6. Carson Evans with 5. Wessick and Castle each with 4. And Luke Blaynot with 4 points as well. Benjamin Jeffcoat had a field goal for 2 points. Leading rebounder for the Tornadoes, Quincy Carter with 6 points. Tornadoes struggled early on from beyond the arc, hitting just 1 3-pointer in the first half. 6 in the second half. Ended up with going 7 of 24 from beyond the arc, 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 46% from the field. Tornadoes will return to action this weekend at Berea on Saturday and Sunday. The Saturday affair at 4 p.m., Sunday at noon. Well, glad you're able to join us. Want to thank all those behind the scenes, Mia McGee, Ben Melton, Joseph Marvin, Patrick Hall. And thank you, the audience, for tuning in for this edition of Brevard College men's basketball. We'll see you on Friday night for senior night. For women's basketball, we'll get started a little earlier, 6:40. We'll get the broadcast going, 7 p.m. tip-off for women's basketball on Friday night. Your final score for the final time from the Moshemer Gymnasium, Covenant 89, Brevard 61. Go Tornadoes!